Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J.R. John and Kamal streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is beautiful. How is it in New Hampshire?
62 and sunny.
Very nice. Couldn't be better. I never went up there, but I was just on the border with Vermont. Very beautiful up there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, especially in the autumn. We're famous for our autumn.
Yeah. All right, so you want to do us a favor and chart macro first?
Yeah, we'll do some macro and then can do whatever you guys want. I don't have a whole lot of need to look at today.
I haven't heard the word autumn in a long time.
Autumnal.
It's fall. We say it's fall.
Yeah.
Same shit. Pardon my French. Yeah, so we're kind of dancing around the 50-day here. It was an inside day after yesterday's red. And ever since that big drop that we had a week ago, it's just been kind of yo-yoing in between the high and low from that day. And now we're basically right at, what's interesting is we're between the 20 and the 50. So we rejected the 20, went right back down, but then we went up and now we're trying to close above the 20.
Kamal, it still fits within your channel?
Yes.
Yeah, so we haven't busted Kamal's channel either. It looks pretty strong considering everyone's worried like it's going to collapse totally. I've never seen so many people are really worried. People calling me up, should I sell? Should I sell? I said, what's the hysteria? China?
Yeah.
Nothing that terrible.
I mean, I'm short to medium term bear, but I think I don't think there's gonna be some crash or anything.
The worst we get is our usual 5%.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Maybe half.
I think that's reasonable.
I don't think we're gonna get more than that.
Yeah, I mean, the shape is intact. The trend is intact. I think, if you're going purely technical, everything looks fine for now.
We're going to do well right into the end of the year.
Yeah, I think there'll be one more little drawdown, but I think by the end of the year, we'll be fine. Let's look at
7,000 SPX by end of year.
Yeah, I want to look at Bitcoin, though, because this one's been a lot more interesting with regards to the moving out. We tested the 200 for the first time in a while.
How low did it get today?
Today, it went below the 200 down to 103.7, which is notable. I mean, we were up at 127, so that's a bigger drawdown than we've seen on some of the other indices.
What's the April low? In the 80s, right?
Yeah, the April low was it's even lower than that, actually. It was 74.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, I think this test of the 200 it was kind of long overdue, right? But Bitcoin does look weaker than some of the other indices right now, and it's a very important level. It can close below the 200, that's fine, but I think it needs to get above it again fairly quickly.
What we're going to see happen into the end of the year is gold will put in its high and quit going up, maybe go down a little, and Bitcoin will get the gold money.
Yeah.
The end of the year.
That could happen, yeah. I mean, there's really strong support here, which is good.
I'm still not changing my mind about 150 to 180.
I think I can get to 150. Yeah.
Could you do the 1 or 2 3 months? Just click on 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
Okay, so this there was a big rejection today. I mean, it went down. Yes, true. So that long wick in the bottom, it's in my opinion, that's a good sign, and that's probably triggered by stop losses. Like people have stop losses, and it would trigger that. But the fact that it recovered this much, that's a good sign. It could have been worse.
It could have been worse for sure. I mean, yeah.
But you see that
I'm
long wick? That's really a long wick that we haven't had in a while.
I think some of the crypto crap recovered completely, like Solana.
Right.
I believe that's even on the day.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 200 day is very strong with an index like Bitcoin, which has just performed so well since 2020. I think this is, if you're long Bitcoin, what better time to add than the 200 day?
I really think even veteran traders are getting nervous with Bitcoin, which makes me think it's the time to add.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I would be willing to add based on how it has behaved around this level.
So if you draw a line what it is right now, maybe the past 6 months. Okay, there's multiple hits. It's a good support. You see what it is right now?
Yeah, the dotted line is, I didn't draw it because it's already there. And I think that, the support is certainly there. You want to see it hold next week and resume its uptrend, because I think there's a chance that it can, if it touches 100, I think it'll be very, very short-lived. But I think it could go down a little bit more. But I don't think it'll go down.
What is that, July low? I can't see. What month is that?
Which month? Here?
Yeah, that low.
This low is 96.
It's 96,000. What month is that?
That's June 21st. It was 96,000.
Okay, I think that holds.
Yeah, I think that holds. I think about 100 is max pain here, and then I think that the support is very strong here. I mean, Kamal's right.
If the 96 doesn't hold, I'm going to sell.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
I think today was it, in my opinion. That drop.
I actually want, but on the other hand, I got to be a little defensive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're out of the woods. I want to see a higher low after today's low, but I just think that if you're long Bitcoin, the 200 day is a perfectly fine place to nibble.
Yeah. All right. What about ETH, the second crypto, so to speak?
Yeah.
Second biggest cap.
It's certainly a more volatile play. It looks to have a bit more relative strength than Bitcoin, and it has for a while. I mean, it's starting to show a little bit of weakness here, but similarly to Bitcoin, I think it has pretty strong support at these levels. And I like this play. I've liked ETH quite a bit recently.
I'd like to feel secure enough to start adding ETH again.
Because right here, I think it's holding this trend that it's kind of kept from April. And I believe in the sort of this pattern of like putting in a low, going up to the previous high, then you break out and then you retest the breakout. I think that based on this lower trend line, I'm medium term, I think I'm pretty bullish ETH, even if
Bitcoin did the same exact thing,
Yeah.
Where it made a higher high and a lower low.
Yeah, so I think the reason I like this chart better than the Bitcoin chart is because of this lower trend line that seems to be a little bit stronger, and it's still well above the 200 day. The 50 is starting to slope down, which is not great, but I like ETH better than Bitcoin right now, I think.
How about BMNR, which is the DAT associated with Ethereum?
Yeah. This is a levered play, right?
Yeah, it is. Tom Lees is the.
Just click on the 3 months.
Yeah, this one I like because of the way that it's just been putting in. It's kind of converging, like higher lows and lower highs, and I think that generally it's in this range that I think it'll bust out to the upside soon.
It
But
did.
this one is very volatile.
It went through your red moving average, whatever that is.
Yeah, the 50. I mean, these moving averages,
Yeah.
there's so little data here. But yeah, I think below the 50, it's, decent enough place to add. I like the candle that it put in today.
Yeah, it rebounded.
I have lots of this. Lots.
I have less than you, but I have some for sure. And yeah, I'm a fan. I mean, I like this in Ethereum, medium, long term.
And finally, Solana, SOL.
Yeah, this one you've been very interested in. I don't have any.
I own SOLZ.
Yeah. Well, when you look here, I mean, it's not the prettiest picture on the 3-month, but it's near the 200 day, which is a good sign. Then if you zoom out,
The
It
200
also-
has been a support lately, right?
Found support today, right, Kamal? Found support.
the 200 has been very strong support. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last time it touched it, it really rebounded strongly. So yeah, I think there is strong support at this level because the 200 coincides with, look at all these touches here. I'll move this down.
It's also definitely on the rise, the 200.
Yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty solid, similarly to the way ETH. Maybe this is an ad. The wick today, similar to the Bitcoin wick, it has that really long tail.
I think I like Ethereum, Solana, and least of all Bitcoin for the moment.
Yeah, this one's trying to close green. Actually, it might close green by the end of the day.
Might.
Yeah.
What about, let's see.
It's a pretty picture.
Yeah.
Can I show you? Actually, can I do one that I added? I just want to let people on the show know. This one it's a miner, and they mine a number of things: copper, silver, and they have mines kind of diversified all over the world. And I like their valuation. That's kind of what drew me to it. And then the chart, I really like when they have these W patterns. That's been something that's worked well for me in the past. And I think that right now it's hitting a little bit of resistance at this level just because of, when I zoom out here, you can see why. There's just been a lot of touches of this level in the past. But I do think that this one should bust back up to the $12, $13 level, and so I've been slowly adding to this.
The metals,
That's when it was at 8.
the metals need a rest. I sold my silver, SILJ, today.
Yeah. Kamal, what'd you say?
I said you should have told us about this when it was 8.
If I knew about it at 8, I would have.
I cashed in I did nicely on my silver play.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah. The reason
I'm reading foreign news reports and whatnot, and everybody's like buying gold and silver. They are like, they have people like having no faith in currency anymore. They're just buying gold and silver. Any dollar they have, they go buy.
Yeah.
I'm not talking the US. I'm talking globally.
Yeah. China just upped their gold supply massively. The reason I like this one is because they don't really advertise themselves as a silver miner. Silver just happens to be a byproduct of some of the things that they're mining all over the world.
Isn't that true in general for silver?
It is, but there are, I guess it's all about the narrative for me. There are certain miners that will have kind of a 1 or 2 liner where they're saying we're mining silver. This is not one of those companies. This company is far more in the copper space. And I think for that reason, I think there's still some price discovery to be made here, because silver, I think, is getting a little bit overvalued in my eyes. And it's just a very crowded trade, but I don't think this is part of that trade.
I agree with the crowded trade part. The gold and silver very crowded.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a fan. I think this one has room to run. I mean, if you zoom out here, you can see that it's not, it hasn't had a really crazy run yet, and year to date it's actually down. So I'm
compared to FCX, which is copper and gold.
Yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Freeport McMoran.
I mean, this chart, I would say this has had more of a run recently than, well, not recently, but over the year, this one's done better. It looks like it's kind of range bound here over the 6 month.
It looks a little similar, though.
A little similar, I would say, but I mean, it's kind of the opposite of the W pattern I showed you, right?
Yeah.
And
like
it's in a downtrend the past month or so.
Yeah, I think it's similar, but it's different because, I mean, if you go a year out, I think that it did have its run up until July, but yeah, like Kamal said, I think it is starting to drift downwards. Maybe this 200 day will come into play and save it, but it looks a little less bullish, I think, from my perspective.
I'm staying away from metals for a short while.
That's fair. Yeah, I can probably do 2 more and then I got to run. I have a hard stop.
You do your favorite ASTS?
Yeah, so this one I rang the cash register. I think I let you guys know that I cashed some in a few days ago, and I kept some. I mean, I think this one was just way overbought. And yeah,
You said
I mean,
go over 100 when it was in the 90s.
Sorry?
When it was like 92, you said this is going over 100.
Yeah, and yep, it went to 103. I sold a good bit at like 98, and I'm happy I did. I mean, I'm still bullish this medium to long term, but I could see there being a retrace. I mean, all gaps don't get filled, but I think this gap could very easily get filled, and that would take us back down to about $75. I would consider adding back some at that level, but I'm not in a rush to add to this. I think they're.
I made a few trades. I added Tesla. I added SMH, and I sold NTLA for a very good profit.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at Tesla. Tesla, the chart's been very resilient. It's looked really good today. I mean, it's good. It's going to close at the highs, it looks like, potentially.
I think it's going to, I'll repeat, I think it's good for 500 by end of year.
I think that's fair. Yeah. We want to do 2 more and then we'll call it?
EOSE.
EOSE.
I added to that today as well.
I joined you on this. I have a little. I do like that. I like this chart a lot when we look.
Ugly candle, right?
It's an ugly candle, but it, the wick is.
Today's candle is okay.
Yeah, the wick today is good. Yesterday was ugly, but yeah, I mean, I think it's holding this lower trend. Like, let me draw this real quick. I don't mind this pullback because it's not making new lows. I mean, if you draw that there. Yeah, I mean,
what was the high today? It was pretty high.
The high was
yesterday.
Oh, the high yesterday was 1820.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think I added a little bit of this today also, but I'm not adding more until I just see what it does next week. I would like to ideally add at the 20-day, but I don't think it's going to get down that far, but it could.
There's
It
a
could,
Kamal gap. There's a Kamal gap that would take you there.
it could go there. It could go there, but yeah, I mean, I like this chart. I don't think it's.
Are we
I
all
bought it at 1650.
you're in this one too?
I bought it at 1650.
I bought it 1750 and I bought today.
Yeah, my average is basically right where we're at. I'm like right around 15.
All right. That's it then. I think we did it, covered enough ground.
You don't want to do a strategy?
Okay, do MSTR.
Yeah, I can fit in MicroStrategy.
It recovered after heavy losses today. A little bit, you know.
Yeah, let's look at the 6 month. Actually, let's look at the 1 year. Yeah, support here looks to be pretty strong, actually. It's in a downtrend for sure, but from prior levels, I think like adding around here could make some sense. If we like really zoom out, because just to like get people to remember that
I don't even think you can call it a downtrend because
I think you can.
it is a downtrend, but short term, you got last high was a higher high, showing signs of life.
Sure. And I think this level is strong support is kind of why I wanted to zoom out here, because this was back in 2024. It's near those breakout levels. And the last time it hit these levels, it really held quite strongly. So I
originally sold a huge amount at 200 way back.
Yeah.
And then since then, I accumulated again another pile.
Yeah, I mean, it looks decent. It's below the 50-day, which could mean that it's going to whipsaw back up fairly soon. It looks okay. It looks okay.
No, I'm not gonna worry about it yet.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
A lot of people panicking over it. I'm not.
I think I agree. I mean, if we like crypto, I think we like this.
Yeah. And I do like crypto. I mean, short term, it's been killer. I think it'll settle down for one more run. That's my opinion. All right, let's hear tomorrow's thoughts.
Did you see
What do you Monday?
Omar's text?
Monday is a holiday, but it's not closed.
It's a holiday, but not for the market.
Okay.
The market is open Monday.
All right. Kamal, what's your thoughts?
Did you see the text message from Professor Omar? He's thinking this is gonna. He's thinking, bearish.
Yeah, well, do you agree?
This time I do not. I agreed with him all along. That's why I was in cash, and then I start adding yesterday and a little bit today. I think we are to recover next week.
Okay, Arjun.
I think I still agree with Omar. I mean, I'm not as bearish as him because I think that there's just one more leg down that won't be super painful, but it'll be one more way to just like wash out a little bit more, maybe trigger some more stop losses. And then I think that I think for me, the biggest thing is the crypto space is looking to be pretty bullish. And so regardless of what I think is going to happen next week, I am long a lot of crypto plays and I'm going to be adding to those slowly.
Well, I disagree about crypto. It had its worst day on Friday.
But the charts we looked at today, I thought, to me, looked pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I'm not adding any crypto, but I'm not selling. I'm not afraid of the market. I think we have a 5% floor on a down move. So I'm really not worried. I think 3 to 5% I could live with.
That's fine. Yeah, I think I generally agree with that. I think there's a leg down to get there, and then from there, I'm bullish till January.
Yeah, so I'm not too worried. If it goes below 5%, I might start to worry. All right, that's it for today. See you guys next week. Have a good weekend.
You're thinking Monday?
I'm thinking Monday, yeah.
Okay.
And if you haven't subscribed already, viewer, better subscribe and hit the notify bell, because
Yeah, we gotta pay the bills.
we never know when and where, right? We never know.
When
Thumbs
and
up.
where.
Thumbs up.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.